Hey, thanks for joining us for our third video where we play Pokemon TCGO. This is another versus battle and we'll use the same deck that we used for the first two videos. So we'll be using the Water Power deck again, which is based around 3 Gyarados and 1 Blastoise EX. If you watch the first two videos, you'll know that we did win both of them, so it is quite a good deck, but it's a far from finished deck. It's certainly a deck that we want to improve on, maybe take some Pokemon and trainers out, switch them over, and that's something that we will gradually achieve. And we'll get into this battle shortly. We are against a trainer with a fighting deck, so we've got our colourless and water deck against a fighting deck. We'll do the coin toss, we'll go heads, hopefully win we have, and we will go first. So we'll get into this battle, we'll see which cards we've been dealt to begin with. And again, please, if you enjoy our video, please subscribe, keep following us, leave your comments and thoughts below the video. So if you think we could have improved anything, done anything differently, what you did like about the deck, what you would change about the deck as well. So let's get into this battle. We'll start with Articuno in play. We've got Magikarp on the bench. We've got Gyarados in our hand. We've now got 4 trainers and 1 water energy, so we're in quite a strong position. Our opponent there has just got the 1 card, so if he doesn't get any more Pokemon on his bench and we can take his basic down shot soon, we can have this tied up in no time. So we've got 1 water energy on Articuno. We'll switch it back to our opponent. Obviously we can't attack on our first go. Our opponent is going to use a trainer, which will swap Magikarp into play. We've put the Lucky Helmet onto Magikarp, which I don't I think it gives us an extra. It reduces any attacks by 20 each time. So we'll put Miltank on the bench. The only downside to Miltank in this game is he does have a weakness to fighting, so he's only really in there to give us a buffer of 1, maybe 2 goes once our opponent is full of energy. So we've got a Gyarados in play. We've got Articuno, we've got Miltank, we've got a Gyarados on our bench, and we've got a Pokemon Center. And going back to another previous move there, we used an Evo Soda to get another Gyarados out of our hand, out of our deck, sorry. So we could have used the Gyarados from our hand. I decided to get another Gyarados out of the deck. You may have decided to do it differently and used our Gyarados from the deck and save that Evo Soda. But our opponent there using the Rare Candy Trainer card, which is going to allow him to evolve his basic, if he uses it this turn, straight into his stage 2, which is exactly what he's done. How many energy? And he only needs 2 energies to get powered up there, and he's got special energy. So you see, when I used to be in Pokemon, I did mention in the previous videos that I had about a 15-year break from Pokemon. So these special energies weren't about, or I certainly don't remember them from the original base packs and the subsequent jungle and rocket packs. But let's get back to the battle. Our Gyarados has just been knocked out. We'll put Miltank into play. He's only going to last 1 move. Let's see what we can do. We've got a water energy to put on Articuno. We'll use the trainer card to get the dive ball to get the. We'll go for Magikarp. We could have got Blastoise. We'll go for Magikarp. We'll put Magikarp on the bench and we'll try and evolve him into Gyarados as soon as possible. We won't use the trainer to switch our deck our hand just yet. We'll do that next go, I should imagine. But we are in. I wouldn't say it's looking great for us, but we could be in a lot weaker position. I would say the advantage at the minute does go to the opponent, and he's going to use the Evo Soda, which will allow him to evolve his card. So yeah, he's certainly got the advantage now. There's no denying that. We don't have any energy in our hand. Our Miltank has been dealt 240, which is more than subsequent to knock Miltank out. Do we put Gyarados on Magikarp and put him into play, or should we use Articuno? We'll go for Articuno. We'll use another dive ball, and we'll have to go for Blastoise EX. We'll have to. See, our opponent already down to 4 prizes. We're still on 6. We've not even taken one opponent's card down yet. We've got the Gyarados. So we've got quite a powerful few Pokemon there. We've got the Articuno, Gyarados, Blastoise EX, but we don't have water energies. We've got 4 trainers. We'll stick the Fighting Fury Belt on Articuno, try and give him a bit of breathing space, an extra bit of HP, and we'll get some water energies into our hand because we do need them. If if we don't have the water energies, because we are a very energy heavy deck. We do need the energies. It's all about attack, this deck, and we have 1 or 2 Pokemon in there that do have quite good HP. The Snorlax is certainly one of them, which does allow us to stall, but the stalling is only to get water energies onto our Pokemon. It is a very energy heavy deck, and it is all about attack. We don't use very many status difference variables in this. There are 1 or 2, there are a few trainers, but again our trainers are mainly based around a little bit of recovery. We've got a few Pokemon Center Ladies in there, and we've got quite a few cards that let us draw more cards from the deck, but mainly those cards are to draw more water energies from the deck. So going back to what you think of this video, what you think of the deck, how would you improve the deck, what cards do you think would be great in our deck, what do you think would work well with the dynamic of the water power deck? Are there any Pokemon that stand out to you? I think we only have 1 EX card in the deck, and that is Blastoise. And I've got a few different EX cards. I don't think I've got many water EX cards. Hopefully I can get some soon. But there are so many ways we can strengthen our deck. And like I say, just getting back to Pokemon, let's go back into this. Articuno has survived this. It'll give us an extra go. I don't know what we should do now. We can maybe get a water energy on a Pokemon, but we're still... We'll go for Gyarados. We could have used Gyarados or Blastoise. We're going to have to get one full of energy ASAP, otherwise we're going to be destroyed. We'll get Lapras on the bench. We won't use a Pokemon Center Lady because it's going to make no difference. If we use that, it's a waste of a supporter card and we'll still get wiped out the next go. So we'll use Energy Switch. We know Articuno is going to be knocked out next go. We'll swap the water energy onto Gyarados. We'll use Find Ice, get some ice on water energy into our hand. We've got 5 water energies now. It's not looking too good for us. Our opponent, great deck there. I just told him in the chat section, I think he's got a great deck. Yeah, he's only got 3 cards there, but he's very, very strong. And again, going back to being an attacking deck, you can see our opponent there is a very attacking deck, but he seems to need fewer energies than what we do. We need to, like our Blastoise needs 3 energies, our Gyarados needs ideally 4, if not 5. To have our Lapras powered up, it needs 4 or 5. Articuno needs 4. You can see our opponent there, he needs 2 energies, so he's certainly looking in a stronger position than we are. So we did win the first 2 battles. They are only they aren't tournament battles, but we will be doing tournaments very soon. So if you do subscribe to the channel, to Water Power 9.0, the channel is named after this deck. We do have a few different decks that we'll go into in later videos, but we'll get back to this battle now. We'll get a water energy on Gyarados. The opponent is down to 3 prizes. We'll draw 3 cards. We'll get another basic on. We'll look to evolve. But I don't think it's going to go this way. We've got Lapras in play, 110 hit points. The opponent in a previous turn actually did get his Stadium card out there, which does allow him to do 20 HP extra damage with his fighting Pokemon. So every fighting attack that he does 20 more damage, and that's before his tool cards on his Pokemon, so he's looking pretty strong. So I've got another water energy on Gyarados. Let's see if we can take our opponent down this turn, because if not, we're going to be struggling. Let's use Aqua Tail. Got a heads, we need another heads. I've got another heads. This should do it. It does. It's knocked our opponent out. We'll draw a card there. Just to warn, it wasn't an EX, even though it felt like it was an EX. It was a very, very strong Pokemon. He switched the new Pokemon in. He's using another card there, trainer card. And I apologised in a previous video because there are a lot of Pokemon that I'm unfamiliar with. I don't know the names. It's all a learning curve for me. The trainer cards, so many that I've got to keep checking what they are, what do they do. And that's probably why a lot of the energies and the trainer cards that I have are quite generic and basic. But this Pokemon is the same for everybody. We've all got to learn new styles, new strategies, learn new Pokemon, and that's what makes Pokemon exactly what it is. Gyarados has survived that, so hopefully... No, he hasn't survived it. That's a double attack, and Gyarados is done for. And our opponent is down to 1 prize card now. We've still got 5. There is no way we're coming back from here. We'll try, but I cannot see it happening. We've got a Tails on the Pokemon card, Pokeball, sorry, and I don't know what to do here. Let's reshuffle our deck. Let's see if we can bring a miracle out. I think, guys, it's going to be our first loss, our 3rd video win, and it's going to be a loss. Yeah, we'll go for the S. We'll switch our deck around, and we'll draw hopefully 7 cards and see what's in our hand. Just saying to the opponent that he's got a very strong deck there. He said it's something that he's trying out. So if he's just trying it out, it obviously means he's got some improvements to do. So by the time he finishes it, it looks like it's going to be a very, very strong deck. So keep an eye out, and you might be facing it anytime soon. So I think we've been checkmated here. Water energy just for the sake of it, because I don't know what we're going to do. We'll try and get some more energies out of our discard pile, because there's enough of them in the deck, in the discard pile. There's no shortage there. We'll switch it back to our opponent and we'll let him pick up the win, because I think there were 1 or 2 things in that game that I could have done differently. I'm sure you agree there, and watching it back we'll be able to pick up, you know, different places and areas in that game. It isn't the best game I've ever played, I know that. I do think we could have won it had we played it differently, but our opponent's played very strong throughout. He's had some good trainer cards, he's had some very good Pokemon, he's done what he needs to do, he's dealt the damage, he's outplayed us, and he's going to beat us with our Blastoise. So, good game. So let's get back to our winning ways from the next video. Please subscribe, please tell us what you think of the video and our deck and our gameplay. We have got an uncommon chest there that we've won, so it's not all bad. Hopefully we can get a nice little card in there, a new card that we don't have in our collection. And yeah, please keep joining us for our future videos. We hope you enjoy the channel, and we'll see you again. Peace.